With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. To the air right away is Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
No, 66. Check it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Brady now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Hey, check it.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st down, Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. A short kick taken at the 18. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He's got his man. It's White. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brady drops it underneath to Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Play action. Now Brady. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Now Brady again. A dump off to Forte. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Throwing now is Brady. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Brady trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. In motion left is Rice. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll check this down to Johnson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Chris Johnson, 31 yards. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To try again after the sack, Brady. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 56.
Brady going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
On 2nd and 10, Brady, Packer pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here to Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Slot man moves right. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 14 seconds to go in this first half. In motion left is Rice. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From way up at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. It's complete. It's Forte. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. They start the second half with a run by Forte. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Brady's throw there complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Brady now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The gun, Forte. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Forte again. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Brady. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Now Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Sugar!
Second down and goal. Brady, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The sack that time by Michael Strahan.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And now look at him go. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 26. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And again, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Gano's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jerry Rice, 79 yards. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Breece Hall, 53 yards. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The slot man in motion right. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's got his man. It's White. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Rodgers to throw once more. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And now the rookie's free. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Gano for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he finds his man Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers now on first down. Again, it's Johnson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. To him as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Touchdown, Packers! Jerry Rice in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Pulls it in at the 13. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. He completes it right side of the lane. There's the stiff arm. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Johnson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Gano the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Down right around the 25. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, 626.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The slot man in motion right. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. In motion left is Rice. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Got a man on the right sideline. It's White, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Roddy White, 28 yards. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Open man is Waddle, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. There he goes, right side. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got it complete to Waddle. He's got the first down and more. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And again, it's Rodgers. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Here's Johnson again on second down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.